trying to get past Paul Menard. A.J. Allmendinger spins, and Allgaier and Gilliland have a horrible collision right at the start-finish line.
Oh, that's bad.
You saw Allgaier get clipped by Allmendinger, and watch that red car shoot across the track right into the path of David Gilliland.
And I guarantee you Gilliland was on it trying to get through it without getting in it, and he didn't quite make it, and that is unbelievable crash.
You all right? Yeah, I'm good. Just out of breath. I'm sorry, boys. I was trying everything I could to miss him.
Anticipating that and got into the left rear, and that's what caused that.
What happened?
That's the first chance I got to see the replay. It's pretty obvious what happened. The 33 was obviously a dart without feathers and come across the racetrack and run right into me. So it's a shame for our farmland team. Our Ford Fusion was getting a lot better. We didn't start off the race like we wanted to, but we had certainly gotten it a lot better. And man, he just come from all the way at the bottom of the racetrack and run into me. It's just frustrating. You know, he's not even racing this series for points. He's out there having fun because his daddy gets to pay for it, and he wrecks us. You know, it's frustrating.
That's Casey Mears and Marcus Ambrose. Those are two of the more low-key guys you'll ever run into in the garage. Oh, look, there's some actual shoving going on. There's a punch, a swing.
Looks like he's getting a little bit physical with the punch. He landed that punch to Casey Mears, and Mears tried to retaliate, but you saw the crew guys come in there and take over.
Rickon behind you here, Rickon.
And now we have a crash. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. involved, Tony Stewart around. And that's Dale Earnhardt Jr. through the infield grass. Carl Edwards has some damage.
Kenseth just about had it missed, and looks like he ran into the 88.
Harvick, Johnson,
a lot of good
Kyle
race
Larson.
cars. I mean, a lot of good race cars. Guys in the points.
You see Stenhouse up next to the wall, sideways, comes down across tap Stewart. Oh.
Yeah, no, Jeff was trying to avoid this 17 car and got into Tony Stewart.
Yeah, got in the right rear of Tony. Yeah.
Trevor Bayne, who won the 2011 Daytona 500, driving for the Wood brothers, and that 21 car got turned around. Ooh. Got one off, and that is Matt Kenseth. Hard hit as he came down.
Wow.
Caution is out for the 4th time today.
And you see him right here. He's on the outside, and Junior gets up over the curb before he gets there. Junior gets into his left rear.
Trouble turn one, head-on crash. Mason Mingus pounds the outside retaining wall. John West Townley is in it. Oh, half the field is now being taken out.
Happened just inside the top 10. Did the 92 of Ross Chastain get in the back of Parker Kligerman in the 58?
It appears that's the deal. Parker Kligerman, Phil, had driven up to the outside coming off turn 4 to lead that group that Ross Chastain was in the front of, and it looked like Ross got a little overzealous into one. And
watch that white truck on the outside. You can see right now the 92 is against the tailgate.
Yep.
I think maybe did the 58 have to go up the track a little bit, maybe change directions a little bit to avoid the 35, and when he did that, it just got him loose. Look at the job that Jeb Burton does.
Jeb Burton does an amazing job of getting through this.
As does Caleb Holman. Look at he's right in the middle of the wreck.
Unless this 41 car, Kurt Busch, can get some kind of big move here off turn 4 like Kevin did. Oh, and there
jumps into the wall with
wrecked.
the one of McMurray. 3, 4 cars around. One on its roof. One car hard into the wall.
That was
and it ends in flames and sparks.
Menard had a fast car all day long, and here comes McMurray, and he just gets a little bit of piece of that 48. A lot what happened in the Unlimited. Looked like Jimmy's car just got loose and spun.
Look at Clint Boyer in that 15 car get up in the air.
Thing went it did a 360. Unbelievable.
Oh, here we go.
Got trouble. That's Casey Kane that goes sideways. Joey Logano nowhere to go.
Oh my,
Clint
half
Boyer
the field
through
is
the grass.
gone.
The big one at Daytona has happened at lap 97.
That is the huge one at Daytona.
Justin Allgaier.
Oh, and the 18 gets on its roof.
And Kyle Busch rolls upside down.
Just having a good old time over here. Just hanging around. Okay. Just stay buckled up. Let them get you flipped over here.
You were saying that during your runs you were surprised by the swing and how the car would handle. It handled one way at the beginning and completely different at the end, right?
Well, it wasn't necessarily that run to run. At the beginning of the race, I thought our car drove better.
Crash out of turn number 4. Brad Keselowski in front of Trevor Bayne. Contact. And a big pile up.
See what happens here. The 21-2 See him right here. See, Keselowski looks like he's getting loose, almost like something happened to his car, like maybe a flat tire or something.
He definitely wiggled quite a bit before that car broke loose.
Yeah.
Look at the 20 of Matt Kenseth trying to stay out of it. Alex Bowman behind him.
Everybody on this 47 team's worked hard to get our car going. We did test
Start
here.
finish line. Logano comes down into Paul Menard. One car gets up on top of a group and goes flipping over and over, and the 30 lands on its roof. That's Parker Kligerman.
And Kenny, you've run this track so many times. That is one of the fastest places of this racetrack. And as Darrell has always pointed out, there's not a lot of banking there, and you're turning a pretty sharp turn.
Oh, Denny Hamlin not going to get this one back.
Hard into the wall behind him. Matt Kenseth, Menard, Vickers, and more. Look at this pileup.
Only Stewart in the middle of that.
Keselowski, Truex. See right here.
You can see that 15 kind of sucks Hamlin around right there, and as Vickers was trying to avoid that, he moved up into Kenseth, and then that started all of this.
Yeah, that first looked like he may have cut off Matt Kenseth, but you can see he was out of control when he came across in front of Matt, right there.
Yeah. Hard hit by Vickers.
Wow. It was all started by the 11 car getting sideways.
And that was probably caused by, and it's not something that Clint Boyer was trying to do. He just got up, saw a run to make it on the outside. He had done that a couple of times on restarts.
Watch the 5 of Casey Kane. You're watching from Eric Almirola's car. Kane's trying to get into his pit. Brad's trying to exit. And there's the damage. Kurt Busch clips him hard on the right front.
Typical Martinsville stuff, you know, it's lap 50 and everybody's got to give and take on the racetrack and on pit road. And you know, the 5 car was pitted in the stall in front of me, and he was at, you know, whatever struggles he had earlier in the race had to come in. And I saw him checking up, and I started to check up, and I just barely got in the back of him. And then Kurt just accelerated and drove through us. Absolutely drove through us. I tell you, man, I'm about tired of his recklessness.
You may have to work a little bit.
This is going to get ugly here. Here we go. And Brad jams on the brakes. Everybody stacks up. Now they're side by side, and it's on, heading for turn 3, and it's off again.
Whoa! Trouble, turn 3. Turn 3, Kyle
Hard in
Busch.
the wall goes Kyle Busch, and slammed into by Joey Logano.
Kyle Busch went all the way down on the apron going down the back straightaway and lost control, come up in front of the field.
And around.
And then him and Clint touched just enough when he was down on the apron to turn him around.
Dale Jr. just misses him.
Yep.
Unfortunately, Joey Logano does not. Crash out of turn number 4. A multi-car pileup. Eric Almirola, his car all torn up. That is Michael Waltrip, who will not win his 3rd Daytona 500. David Gilliland's car is crashed. Almirola's gone straight to the garage with his number 43. Gilliland stuck in the mud, and Danica Patrick. Scott down right next to, and Kevin Harvick makes contact in the 4.
That's what shot
Scott.
Yep. That's what shot the 33 up the hill. I knew something had to happen because he just abruptly, the 33 abruptly turned to the right and went up the hill. We got our pole sitter involved. Danica.
Austin Dillon, Danica Patrick, Michael Waltrip among those involved. There's Waltrip coming off the outside wall. He collects Justin Allgaier in the 51.
Paul Menard in that 27, been fast all night.
Paul just can't catch a break down here this week.
And Brad Keselowski, he was upset. That's him walking over to Matt Kenseth. And Kenseth at the time leading, blocking.
Watch this. The 2 just brake checked the 20 right there. And then here comes Dale Jr. He can't stop. Now he's hot. Now he's going to go up here and he's going to give Keselowski a piece of his mind.
Everybody got a little piece of everybody.
But watch, Chris, as they exit turn 2, he's able just to close that door on Keselowski. He didn't run him out of room. He just closed the door. I think Brad didn't really, you're going to have emotions late in the race like this. I don't think he had really a leg to stand on that argument because Matt's leading the race. He's doing all he can do.
Ryan Blaney had the edge when they went across the stripe.
Oh, he's going to get loose.
And sideways, Ryan Blaney goes. Does he keep it out of the wall? Brushes the back of that truck. And behind him, he gets hit hard.
Johnny Sauter flew in there. He might have had some help. Johnny might have got hit from behind.
Yeah, there was 2 trucks that came
on up. There it is right there.
Yep.
Bam.
They made contact down low, and that shot that 98 up the racetrack just with the same intensity as the 02 had.
I think somebody made contact with a 02, and that turned him down into Johnny.
Just too far on my door, I think, and it just sucked me around, and that's how I got on the apron. Like I said, I had it saved, and then they started wrecking behind us, and just unfortunate. You know, we had a good truck, and shame we tore it up, but we got tomorrow to hopefully have a better Cup debut and go back to Charlotte next week and hopefully have a better run.
About to go